even when I'm like, breaking down and like totally broken inside, like I can go and like talk to somebody else and like cheer them up and like make their day, like and like hype them up, you know what I mean? I love that about myself. I love that, like, even if like things are going bad for me, I can like snap out of it in a second and like hype one of my girls up, like their man's broke up with them. Bitch, you don't need that fucking man. Like, go fuck.
Welcome to Ella on the Rise. It's all about people chasing their dreams, chasing success, and people who are on the rise. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and shout out to everyone who has. Today's guest is about to go on their first tour.
Hell yeah.
Please introduce yourself.
My name is Jules Walcott. I'm a 19-year-old singer from out here in Long Island. I do dark pop. Just came out with a few singles.
Right on.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me. Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks.
I was taking a look at your music, and your numbers are pretty impressive.
Thanks.
Absolutely.
I know that when you dropped your first song, it hit 40,000 plays.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's cool.
And then I'm looking at your Spotify, and you have 36,000 monthly listeners.
It's 51,000 now.
Get it fucking right, bro. Like, what?
Get it right.
Get it fucking right. Get a band in their hand.
Yeah, it's going.
Talk your shit. Let them know.
Yeah, get your numbers right.
You got to tell
Yo,
them.
like,
Get your numbers right.
51K.
Yeah?
Suck it. You know what I mean?
Wait. I'm not done. I'm
I'm the hype man
You're
here
not
too.
done.
You have a music video on YouTube called
Yeah.
Deja Vu
I
Crazy.
do.
that has 279,000 views on it.
That's correct.
So
You got the number right.
can you please give us the secret to getting numbers like this?
What is
Can
this
you give
about?
everyone the secret?
It's a weird way how like I got to where I am right now. So you want me to just tell you the whole story?
Send it up.
Please.
I
Send
could. All right. It all makes sense. Like from the beginning.
Hit it.
So I started out like about 2 years ago. I was in a band. I was in a metal band. We were doing really good. We I think the last show we did was with Puddle of Mud. We opened up for
Oh, that's
them.
lit.
Okay.
Yeah. So after that band broke up, and I was kind of just like, fuck, like what am I gonna do like with the rest of my career? And from there, I was just like, I literally quit music for like a month. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot of time, but as someone who was doing music every day, it was just like I was kind of lost for like a whole month. And
Feels like forever.
Yeah. So what happened was I was messing around in my car. I was doing like, okay. So I'm like one of those bitches who does like karaoke in their car. so
I'm one of those bitches too.
Yeah, right.
So I'll be sitting in my car by myself, put the speakers on and then just like sing because like I'm embarrassing and that's what I do. So I did that and I took a video of me singing like Evanescence cover and I posted it to Instagram at like 1 a.m. and the next day it was reposted by this Instagram account who had like I think like almost 2 million followers and they reposted it and I was like, oh, like shit, like this is gonna blow up because I saw like my phone was like getting so many notifications like freezing up. And so then one of my good friends had texted me and she's like, you need to go solo. And I was like, what? Like solo artist? Like, I don't think I could like, because I was so used to like doing stuff with bands. I grew up like doing rock music, all that kind of stuff. And she was like, no, go solo. And she's like, I'll get you in the studio. And so I had a few songs, I just like wrote out the chords on the piano and just like bare songs. And so like literally like the next day I was in the studio and then I was coming out with like songs like that. And I think because that video did so good, the viral video did so good is why my music video did so good.
Carried over.
Yeah, it carried over. And then from there, it was like a few months later, I got picked up by a label out in Miami and the next thing you knew, they were flying me down. I was shooting the Deja Vu music video like in M3 Studios, which is where the Cardi B video.
That was a crazy video.
Yeah, it was the same director as Motorsport by Cardi B.
Okay, word. That's wild.
Yeah. So it was like a crazy day. It was like so much pressure. And then that video did really good. And they put in like a ton of like PR into that. They did so much for my career. They helped me so much, but we just ended up parting ways. And
It happens.
now I'm here. like, so yeah.
So all that culminating together.
So yeah. It's like all that like came to, it's a weird way, because like most artists, they don't start out like that, where they had like, you know, like that support system right from the start. You know, you usually have to like build it up, but I was kind of just like thrown into it, and I was like, oh, like I'm gonna go with this because it's working, you know.
Well, you singing a song in your car and it gets, you know, someone with 2 million followers post it, like that doesn't happen every day.
It doesn't. It was weird.
Like did they just do that because they?
I don't know. Someone tagged them in it and they just reposted it. I guess they really
Wow.
liked it. Yeah.
That's
So it's
awesome.
kind of like you were meant to like blow up in a way, because those numbers are high up. So
yeah.
props to you.
So
The universe works in weird ways.
no, it really does. It really
That's
does.
crazy.
Like the universe has a plan for everyone. Like seriously, and you just gotta keep following it. You know, mad deep.
You know what else is deep? You know, what makes you feel alive?
It makes me feel.
Because I know that's on your Instagram profile. I need to know what makes you feel alive.
So I actually put that in there because of my song "Alive," obviously.
Okay. Word.
And so when I was writing that song, it was specifically for the label. You know, like a song that I knew they were gonna like. Me and my producer were like, they're gonna love this, and they did. I didn't release the song with them, but like we just literally wrote it because we knew they would like it. And when I wrote it, I had absolutely because I like to write songs that have like meaning to me, you know, like something that I can really feel and I know people will relate to. But this song, like, I had no relation to it.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, I'm gonna do this to make more money, you know. And so I was listening to it and I was like, you know what makes me feel alive?
Word.
You know? And I was like, I really don't know. And like ever since that, like me, you know, like that hitting me, I was just like, I've just been thinking about it. I'm like, what makes me feel alive? What makes me feel alive? And like, I don't know. It's like, is it just living? Like, is it just living, or are there things that I live for? You know, it's like mad deep. But
I actually thought your answer was gonna be music.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons.
I guess that's just a
No, it's
given.
cool
Yeah,
because the background
yeah.
story. Well, saying this because you said you just cranked out that song for the label, right? You weren't feeling alive in that moment when you created that song.
No, I wrote that. We wrote that literally at like 2 a.m. We were both. When I was recording it, I was falling asleep. I was literally falling asleep while recording it.
Word.
And yeah.
You just wanted to crank out a song for the label.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
It's ironic that the song "Alive" made you feel the least alive.
Oh yeah, that was literally when that song was coming out was like the least alive I've ever felt. Like the label
That's
did
ironic.
the label did amazing things for me. I don't want to talk bad on them, but it took a lot out of my mental health, especially they were so focused on my body image, the way I looked.
Yeah.
You know, they hired me a personal trainer, they hired me like a diet plan, and like
That's crazy.
Wow, I didn't even know labels go that far.
That's why. Yeah, they want you to look the
I don't
part
want to
too.
talk bad about them at all. They did so much for me, but like in that moment, and they also would always, you know, they would always my bad.
It's alright.
They
Sorry,
would
no,
always-
you're in the moment. It's all
Okay,
good,
yeah,
it's all
yeah.
good.
No, they would always just like, you know, criticize my songs, tell me you don't know what you're doing. Like I have a degree in music. Of course I know what I'm doing. I have a pretty good clue. Like I know I can write more than 4 or 5 chords in a song, you know. At that point I was just lost, you know. It is weird. It is ironic how Alive came out of that time when I felt like the worst.
Not for sure. 100%.
Yeah.
Well, there was another interview that I saw you do with X3 Radio
Oh yeah.
a while ago.
Yeah.
And they asked you, do you have any advice for artists? And you said, stay genuine.
Yeah, no, it's true. Stay real, stay genuine, because the worst thing you can do is lose yourself trying to make an image for yourself, you know, because then it's like, you know, people see you, but they don't really see who you are.
Yeah.
And then you always have to be somebody else. You know what I mean? So like always stay genuine. Always, you know, say the most realest things that you can possibly think of, because if you don't, then, you know, you're just creating this image of who you aren't. You know what I mean?
You feel like a lot of artists do that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of them do. And I see it. And like even some of my close friends who are artists, you know, they put up an image and then they have to like refine themselves after that, you know, like some like artists, they'll talk about positivity, but like behind closed doors they're talking shit about everybody, you know what I mean? So just be real, you know. If you talk shit about everybody, it's the tea. If you talk shit about everyone, like fucking make it public, like you know what I'm saying?
No, for real.
Yeah,
If
put
you're
your
really-
truth to the forefront.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't get why would you be different, like, you know?
Phony.
I actually respect that.
Yeah.
No.
But anyway, taking it back to that, they said, you have any advice for artists? And you said, be genuine. But you also said, find what's great about you as a person. So which I love that answer. I'd never heard that, and I think it's a good answer. So just stemming off that, what makes you great when it comes to you as a person?
That's great. That's crazy that you asked that, because like literally this whole summer, I've just been like trying to like find what I love about myself again, because I kind of
Beautiful.
I'm not gonna lie, I lost myself for so long, like mad emo. Hashtag emo.
You don't even know me, Mom.
Emo talks.
Fucking
No,
bitch.
but I lost myself for so long, and like this summer, like I've just been like trying to like find myself again, and I love that, like even when I'm like, you know, breaking down and like totally broken inside, like I can go and like talk to somebody else and like cheer them up and like make their day, like and like hype them up, you know what I mean? I love that about myself. I love that, like even if like things are going bad for me, I can like snap out of it in a second and like hype one of my girls up, you know, like their man's broke up with them. Bitch, you don't need that fucking man. Like, go fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can always.
Bitch.
No, like seriously though, that's like something that I love about myself, and I also love that, you know, like I go for my dreams. Like I don't want to ever settle, you know. I don't want to settle for a 9-to-5 job. That's why I was so broke for so long, like so broke, so ridiculously broke. And now I'm like living the dream, you know. I mean, I'm doing music full time. Full time.
Congrats.
And it took me like maybe 2 years of being completely broke to make that happen, you know.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go through.
Yeah.
No,
struggle.
Straight up.
No, it's true. It's true. Like I never want to like be doing something that I don't love, and I love that about myself. And I love that like even though like, you know, I know I'm not perfect. Nobody is. But I know my worth. I used to not, but like now I know my worth, and like I don't let people like step on me. I don't let people like, you know, talk down to me. I mean I take criticism. I like criticism, but like I don't let people talk down to me. And like
No, that's fucking big, because people fucking think they can say whatever the fuck they want to people.
They really
it's
do.
Crazy.
Yeah,
especially
really do.
through the phone or the
Oh,
computer.
yeah.
People are all tough.
Oh my God, you're a
Yeah.
female artist with pink hair. Forget it. It's over for
It's
me.
like, just don't sub me on Instagram. Just hit me in the DM, bro.
Exactly,
Straight up.
yeah.
Like, you know, it's funny too, because these people, like, and it has a lot to do with the whole image thing. Because you know, people will judge by image, and you like, you have this image to yourself, the pink hair or whatever. How do you process your image to the people? Like, you know what I'm saying? What is that like with you?
What do you mean?
Like, okay, when somebody goes to click on your page, what do you want them to perceive you as?
I want them to perceive me as real, you know,
Okay.
someone who's confident. I don't like, you know, I don't show off my body on social media for a reason. I totally respect every girl who does, you know, that's awesome. Like I totally respect it. But like as me, like I feel like I want to be known for, you know, my talent and what I have to offer as a person, rather than the way that I look. You know, that's like the main thing that I want to come off. And you know what? Like the pink hair, I fucking love this shit. Like,
Yeah.
It's me. It's always been me. I've had pink hair since I was like 15. I've dyed it other colors, but pink always stuck.
Yeah, no, you feel like you're doing that. It makes you more noticeable, yes, but you're also staying true to yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so that's a good way to be about it, for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah,
I
definitely.
like how like when people go to your social media, you don't want them to be like, ooh, look at this.
Yeah.
Girl. You want them to actually like the music.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
because like you're really pretty.
Thanks.
Yeah, like you're really gorgeous.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Like what are the DMs
Hey.
looking
Yeah,
like?
the DMs, yeah.
Dude, I don't even like. I don't. All right, you know, there's always that like one weird guy in there. I'm not gonna lie, like there's always that one weird guy
Here
that
it
you
comes.
just.
Fishing it out of you, you know what I
I
mean?
mean, the DMs are kind of dry.
Oh,
To be honest.
the lie detector came back and determined that was false. Come on now, don't
Now,
fucking
could-
play
No,
with
I'm
it.
not even
Okay.
gonna lie. Like the DMs are not like that crazy.
Okay.
They
But,
really
but,
aren't.
but you can think of one off the top of your head if you don't mind sharing. Like, what's the
So what is
weirdest,
the
like,
what is like
just
what's
someone
the
trying to
weirdest
holla?
DM slide you've ever gotten? Just for the fuck of it.
I'm trying to think. Like, there's been weird ones where like they've said hi and I didn't answer, and then they said hi again, and then they said hi. I'm like, why do you think if I didn't answer the first, the second, the third,
true
the
story.
third time, why do you think I'm gonna answer? Oh, maybe she's gonna answer this the sixth time. Like, this is my chance.
So
Yeah,
is it
right.
just hi, 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 hi?
Yeah.
That's fucking wild. Say more than hi.
But nothing.
Like,
but
shoot your
nothing
shot
like.
fully.
Hey, let's make some music together sometime.
Oh,
like, what's
yeah, you know I get
Those
those.
are the best.
You know I get those.
Yeah.
Like, oh, let's work on a song together. Like, you don't want to work on a song with me. Like, I know you
Yeah,
don't.
where's the studio? It's at my house. Oh shit.
I'm not stupid. Like,
Yeah.
So do you have any advice for any dudes listening to this, like how to go about it?
Yeah, hitting up a female artist.
don't ask us to work on a song unless you're serious. Free studio time. We don't care about that.
Yeah.
Offer us money for like PR.
Fuck it. Give me a couple hundo.
I might answer that.
What's your Venmo?
Yo, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you Cash App ready?
No, just don't even say anything. Just send me money.
Yeah.
Like don't do anything else. I won't hit you up
all
again,
right.
but just send me money.
Fellas, if you want Jules' attention, $1, $20, $50,
got a
whatever.
My Venmo is Jules Walcott.
Oh shit. Oh
Quick plug.
shit, bro. You heard
I
it here
won't answer
fucking
your DMs,
first.
but I'll
She
accept
will
the money.
answer if you Venmo'd her. Venmo, hey, check my DM. All right, 100 and up. 100 and up. That's it.
All right, so now we all
Who
know.
got a fucking band in their hand? You know what I mean?
Obviously me after this video.
Exactly, right? Oh my god.
You got more than a
We're
band.
setting you up just to get random $100 bills. You're welcome. I'll take 10% whenever you're ready. No, I'm just fucking.
Will.
Yeah,
take-
oh,
That's all right.
Nah, you get 5, I get 5. We'll just eat 10 even off the top. No, I'm just- Yo, I gotta ask this, and I know I shouldn't say I gotta ask a question during a fucking interview, but what is a dark pop vocalist?
So it's like pop with like an edge, you know.
I guess, but okay, like
More detail.
now, I listen to your song, especially like Deja Vu and shit like
Mhm.
that. I get an Amy Winehouse / Amy Lee kind of thing going on. Like it's weird in the middle type. Not weird, but like it's in the. It's too good to be in the
Different.
middle.
U-
Yes.
unique.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say your shit's weird. It's not. But like, what is that? What it is? Like, is that dark pop? Like, I don't like. Who would you say is dark pop in today's music?
Oh, Billie Eilish.
Okay, word.
Yeah.
I feel ya.
Billie Eilish, Paris, Ava Max, even.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to think. Melanie. Did I say Melanie Martinez? I think I said
I
it.
think-
Off camera, you
Oh,
did.
off camera I
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
Off
yeah,
camera I
yeah,
did.
yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to all those people, by the way.
Yeah.
All right, word. So now, what do you take out of all those to invent your sound?
I definitely like the way I see it is like I grew up on rock music, obviously. You know, I know how to play guitar, piano, ukulele, instruments. But I love pop music too.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to take like, the bubblegum pop sound. I wanted to take, that rock sound and kind of, combine it, make like this kind of rock, kind of pop, add a little sprinkle of like some trap in there and just make my own sound, like Queen of Hearts like has trap drums in the background. So it's like I like to take like flavor from like a bunch of genres that I love, because I literally listen to, I even said it before, I listen to all types of music. So I feel like the best way to describe it is because even my lyrics are dark. My lyrics are emo as fuck.
Yeah, a little
So, like-
melancholic to it. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. So like it's like all of that put together. I kind of just think the best way to call it is like dark pop.
Okay.
Yeah.
I dig it for sure. I've never like heard a definition be put to it, but I appreciate that. Thanks for doing it. For
You're
sure.
welcome. Yeah.
Yeah, and it definitely has that dark vibe. It
Oh,
has
yeah.
that like eerie vibe to it in a good way.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
slightly,
yeah.
everything's slightly melancholic. That's
But-
the best way. I
But
can
like
describe it.
every time your songs ended, I always had this little thing that like there's still hope
Yeah.
that like things will be good.
Oh yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
it seems like you're like fighting for something. You know,
Yeah.
like
It's
Word.
like
you
I can
know,
my
see it.
music is like a representation of me. That's all.
you definitely are really growing in this music career.
Yeah.
But outside of music, you have any other hobbies or passions?
I do love makeup. My makeup's not good today, but
work,
yeah,
beautiful
it was
work.
work and it's raining,
Yeah.
so it got all messed up. But yeah, I love doing like makeup. Like if I didn't do music, I probably would have went to like cosmetology school,
Word.
got like makeup license. My cousin, she does makeup for like celebrities and stuff. So I know I would have like hooked up with her and like had her like throw me in makeup.
You would have
industry.
became famous anyway,
Yeah, right.
doing
yeah,
makeup
you're just-
for whatever celebrity.
And so I'm like, that's what I would do, like if
Yeah.
I didn't do music. But yeah, that's like one thing that I love to do. I don't know. I'm good at claw machines.
Word, me
All
too.
right.
Actually, believe it or not,
really?
I'm fire
What
at
have you
claw
won?
machine.
What have you won?
I won this Red Bulldog before. I got this thing hanging in my car that was won out of a claw machine. Man, you know it's a good spot to go to, the Linden Crest Diner. Their claw actually grabs shit. So I go there and I'm
You
just
know
like,
which one. Like, you know which ones
yo.
are gonna. Dude, I won a Kindle and a speaker out of one.
oh, you play those type. I just play the
Yeah.
animal ones. I just.
Oh,
like,
I've won those so many times.
I'm telling you about, like, I got an awkward amount of stuffed animals for a grown man because I just win them. You know what I mean? I got like
Me
7
too,
or
but
8.
I'm
and
not
like,
a grown man. So.
yeah, it worked. You can get away with it. For me, it's like I won these. All right, bro, leave me alone. Like, yeah.
You know, I'm glad both of you guys are good at the claw machine, but even if you get something, it takes like 6 seconds to get to the little drop area, and it fucking will drop it before it reaches there.
No,
so even if you're good,
the key is, like, when you go to
you
those
can still kinda
places.
suck.
I hate to, like, break the interview into this claw machine breakdown.
no, let's get
but
into it, bro.
like, when you go to those claw machines, like, if you go to a place where there's like a couple of them, you watch people play them. And you see which one's fucking hand is the strongest, and that's the one you go to, and the ones that has the most loose shit on top. You don't go for what you want, you go what's easy to grab.
Yes.
Arcade
that's
tip
true.
101, bro.
That's true.
Straight up,
That's
you
so
go
true.
what's for easiest to grab. If you want to fucking see me on a claw machine, I'm taking bets now. Like, straight up. But yeah, we'll probably cut that out.
we're leaving that.
We're
in.
leaving
That
it
was
in.
great.
We're leaving her in. All right. That's my bad. I ruined your interview.
Now,
Oh my god, it's ruined.
Yeah.
So.
cut. All right, but no. Yeah. So usually this is the part where I ask, what are your plans for the future? But you got a tour coming up.
Yeah.
So tell us, please brag about this tour. It's your first tour. You nervous?
Yeah, I'm so nervous. Like, just like the planning it, and like at first I was like, oh yeah, I'm going on tour, but now it's like, oh shit,
It
like
sinks
this is
in,
really
right?
happening. Like, so yeah, I'm going on tour with High School Nation, and they tour around the country, and go to high schools, and basically throw like it's similar to like Warped Tour. Like they throw a festival at each high school, and so I'm going for the New York week, so it's gonna be 5 dates in all of throughout New York. So I'm starting out small, but I'm excited.
That's still
Yeah,
fire.
yeah, yeah.
That's where you got to go is the youth.
Oh yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Like, that's that's perfect for
They're
a
the
tour.
future, you
That's
know?
perfect for a tour right there.
Yeah. So I just thought it was like great. You know, there's great artists performing. Plain White T's played last year. Drake Bell played.
Shout out to them.
Salento.
Hell yeah.
Leroy Sanchez. So I'm excited. Yeah.
Glad to see Drake Bell still doing things.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty good. Yeah. R.I.P. Drake and Josh. You know what I mean? That was a great show.
So before we wrap things up, is there anything you want to say to like your following, your supporters, like anything that they should know about you?
Not that they should know about me. I just want to say thank you. I guess thank you, for following me, listening to my music, taking the time out of your day to like listen to my music. So I appreciate it.
That's nice. We
Absolutely.
got real humble
Nah,
artists here.
That's
so
beautiful. It's stuff. It's not hard to just take a second to say thanks. You know?
Yeah.
It's good.
That's awesome. Well, I appreciate you coming up here and
Yeah,
joining
thank
us.
you so
Yeah,
much.
yeah,
We
yeah.
appreciate it. It's
Yeah.
been great.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no
Absolutely.
problem at all.
No problem at all.
And before we wrap things up, where can people follow you on your journey?
You follow me on Jules Walcott, Instagram, Twitter, Spotify. I'm on YouTube. It's all under Jules Walcott, so you can find me there.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Give her a follow. Give her a listen.